Hello. Okay, it's Thursday and today is a big day. I want to say there was no meat today, and I think that's all. And most of this, we have had a situation touch our lives here recently where a very, 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 very close friend has been affected by a very serious illness, and that person has a lot of their family gathered around them right now. And so I have not gone through this whole load yet, but I'm pretty sure that most of that is going to be going to them this week, just so that they don't have to worry about cooking and shopping and all of that stuff. So gosh, it's rough. So I'm a little down today. We're all a little sad. This hit us pretty hard. But we love them and hope the best and all those things. So, I'm just now looking at this for the first time. Last week, the Activia, don't sing it. Well, I'm not even going to open it because I'm just going to send it straight away. There is another whole case of Activia yogurt. I hope lots of people enjoy Activia yogurt. This box. Oh! I do know. I know part of what's in here. Miss Vicky's aged cheddar and black pepper chips. Those sound pretty good. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of those. Those will be good. But this is what I saw when I picked up. Okay, so you're gonna look at this and go, oh, what's that? Okay, so what this is it egg bites and sausage patties. Whole bunch of those. And then a box of biscuits. How great is that? Yeah, that's so great. And there was actually more, but talking to another lady there, they're also dealing with some health issues in their circle, and I said, let's just split so that you can have more and I can have more. So that's what we did. Because it takes a village. You gotta help out. Everybody's gotta give where they can. Okay, so put that back in. Okay, here's. Oh, my table is clear today. I know. Wyatt took his stuff upstairs. Bob's Red Mill super fine almond flour. 1 and 2 of those. I don't know if you can see them, but there's Millhouse on the table. Oat bran, also Bob's Red Mill, oat bran hot cereal. There's Millhouse. Hi, Millhouse. What are you doing? Millhouse. Another oat bran hot cereal. So 3 so far of those. Harvest Snaps. Zesty Ranch crispy baked veggie snacks. 4 of those. And of course, what would a Gleaner's week be without some broccoli cheddar au gratin? 2 of those. 5 cheese tortellini. Thank you very much. 2 of those. And more oats like last week, but these are already granolaed. They're already cooked, granolaed. And then I think cornstarch. I think it's cornstarch. I'm not sure. 3 of these bags. Feels like cornstarch. Fun fact, did you know that instead of, do you ever use that powder in your hair? You know, the little powder, or it comes in a pump and it gives you more lift? Or do you use dry shampoo? Well, Not anymore, you don't. Now you're going to use cornstarch in your hair. You're going to get a makeup brush and you're just going to put it in the cornstarch and then dab, 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 and then it gives you lift, and it does the same thing as dry shampoo. You heard it here first, unless you already heard it on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. But I just heard it last week. I thought, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. 2 Kroger single cut leaf lettuce boats. Perfect for lettuce wraps or salads. 2 of those. I don't know if you remember, but this is my favorite white bread. Shout out to my friend Stephanie, who got me hooked on Grandma's white bread. I just saw Stephanie today, and I forgot that I had this in my car. I should have given her a loaf. Blackberries, -4, because I stopped on my way in and fed 4 of them to the chickens because they've already kind of turned a little bit, and I thought, oh, these can just be chicken food. But anyways, blackberries, and there were, oh my gosh, 4, 8, 12, 16 of these. 16. And oh, it's too heavy. 3 celery, 4 celery, 1 water, giant water, and 3 Kroger Homestyle Premium Orange Juice. 3 of those. There's still more. Look at this one. More bread. See, I really should have given some of this to Stephanie. All the same kind, same Grandma's white. Honest God, if you haven't tried this, you need to try this. It is the closest to homemade bread that I've ever tasted. It's so good. What you do is you make yourself some bacon and then toast this and put lots of mayo on it and then bacon. I suppose you could put other stuff on it, but I just like a bacon sandwich. It's really good. And then Sara Lee honey butter half loaf. If you just want a little honey butter flavored bread. Flavored honey butter flavored bread. Sambazon. I don't know how to say that. So I just always make a point to not say that word, but it's that. And there are 3 bottles of that. And guess what? Surprises never end. Another honey. Another honey. Mikado Asian style crispy rice salad bowl with chicken. 2 of those. That actually, that doesn't look bad. That looks good, yeah. That looks good. Ooh, look at this. I have a story. Portobello mushrooms. So last night I picked my lion's mane mushroom, and it was huge. Like, I probably waited a day or 2, maybe too long to pick it, but it was still good. But I think it probably would have been better a day or 2 ago. And anyways, if you've never done like a lion, it pulls apart like not a mushroom. Like it reminded me the texture of a scallop, and so I sauteed it in a pan with nothing, like no oil, no butter, no nothing, just sauteed it. And then after all the moisture had kind of cooked out of it, then I put some butter and some sea salt on it. It was really good. I also am thinking it would have been good with some soy sauce. I think it would have been. But what's interesting, and maybe why I even have scallop in my brain, is because especially after it was cooked, it really had, I need a haircut. It really had the texture of a cooked scallop. Food's weird. Food is weird. Okay. Chicken food. Ew. Oh, come on, man. 2 things of lettuce and chicken food. Why? Why? I don't know. Why is this even a thing? Like, if you're a baker, maybe you get it. I don't know. What am I gonna do with 1.5 gallons of buttermilk? I mean, listen. Thank you for the buttermilk. I am thankful, grateful for the buttermilk. A bold and spicy Hormel gatherings, individually packed for freshness. Charcuterie. That will be nice. Okay, I just ended up with the box, but it's not full. But it's halfway full, I'd say. Sun chips, and it's harvest cheddar, garden salsa, French onion, that's all. That's the only flavor. Garden salsa, cheddar, French onion. And a lot of drinks today. Kroger Big K Zero Cola, so diet cola. And I don't know if you were watching the news this week, but the president of our very United States say that that's good for you because it kills grass. So I don't know, whatever you want to do with that information. Either kill your grass or drink it and stay healthy, I guess. So last Friday was shearing day, and what a thing to watch. That was pretty amazing. Noah showed up, and he ended up just pulling Courtney because she's half hair sheep. So he just pulled her. He didn't really clip her, and then we'll just continue pulling her throughout the season. But Kim and Eunice got hand shorn. And listen, it takes a long time. It was hours. But the girls were so relaxed through the whole experience. They weren't stressed. They weren't angry. 0 complaints from the girls. And then he'd do one side, not that fast. It was very slow. He'd do one side, and then he'd let them up, and they'd walk all over the place, and then, kind of catch their breath. And then, they're not like flock sheep. They're like pet sheep. So then they'd walk back over, and he'd flip them back on the other side and do that side. And before, in the past, when I've had them shorn, and they're spinning them and everything's really fast, and they always come out just butchered, and they're, bleeding, and I got to spray stuff on their skin so that flies don't get on it. Not a nick, not a cut, and they get left with like an inch and a half of wool. So that protects them from sunburn, and it keeps their lanolin intact, which keeps their scent intact, which means that then they know who everybody is when they get back together. Because after you shear a sheep with shears, it takes it so far down, and it takes that lanolin scent off them, that then they're just strangers. They're strangers to one another for however long it takes to get reacquainted. I don't know, but you just hear this, everybody's yelling at each other trying to figure out who that guy is. So that was very nice. And also, then when they get in the blackberries, it will protect their skin from that, but the tangle won't be as bad as it is when they, like Kimberly, I was cutting her out of the blackberries like twice a week. She wouldn't even move. She'd just stand there and start yelling for me to come and get her, and I would. So, okay, did the mushroom, did the sheep. Those fucking chickens ate a whole pot of my starts. A whole pot. And I had them up on my top deck because I thought they were safe there. No, false. They were not. They ate them all. So, luckily I have backup, and I have more starts ready to go out today or tomorrow. And I'll start over. whatever. Hope they enjoyed that. The bees are out. And then they had 2 very nice days, and then the rain came and it was so cold. I mean, they're bees. I'm sure this is not their first cyclical rodeo. They've done this before. Genetically, they have done this before. So they'll work it out. Yeah. And maybe after this rain and some sun, then maybe even more stuff will be up for them to eat. So I still see them down there buzzing around a little bit, but not as much action as I had hoped for. Sue's chicks hatched, all 12 healthy, happy little babies that went home the day after they hatched to Sue's house, and then we put 12 more in, and we're gonna split that hatch. So only 6 of those will be staying here. And I did my darkest eggs, just my darkest eggs, just those really like muddy olive ones and those really deep brown ones. So those will be some pretty chickens. And the worms are all good. The tween chickens are out at the chicken house now, and last night they figured out the roost. And when I went to put everybody to bed, Niffler was in there, who is just the sweetest hen ever, who came to me from town. She was a townie chick, and she found her special purpose. And so she was on the roost with all these babies, 12 babies up on the roost. It was pretty adorable. So they're learning how to chicken. And when I came in the driveway just now, they were all out there, and then happy to see some blackberries. Yeah, the first time eating blackberries. Dogs are fine. Wyatt is okay. He made it home. He because I was afraid that when he was in Illinois, because he didn't have a real ID or a passport, that maybe he would end up just living the rest of his life out in Illinois. No, he made it through. TSA didn't even care. They just said, whatever TSA says to you when you walk through, I don't know, but they said that, and then he showed them just his regular driver's license, and they said, okay, have a nice trip, and he just walked through and flew home. It was 2 flights, and so Wyatt has now flown on a big airplane and done the airport all by himself. So they just grow up so fast, so fast. I'm sure I'll forget 10 other things that I was going to talk about, but at the moment I can't remember anymore. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next week.